basically right now showing you how to use Photoshop, and the broadcast ain't even broadcasting. Hello, YouTubes, we're broadcasting, we're here, we're live, and we're gonna fuck up. But
What's
it's gonna
the
be
fill-in tube? Fill-in tool?
fill in the bucket.
Yeah, where's the bucket?
Paint bucket. On the left-hand side of your screen, you're not
dropper?
screen sharing, so I can't see, but follow my screen, follow my mouse, and right here, that's the paint bucket.
Yep.
Okay? The shortcut key is G, the letter G, like good. And then you just pick a color, right? Same area. You should see this pop up. Oh wait, I'm saying see this. I don't know if it's sharing. Pick blue or something for the background color for the ocean. And make sure you have your ocean layer highlighted, and fill everything up. Are you there, Chippy?
Yeah. I think I am. Just, I click G, and it ends up giving me the select tool.
The what tool? The
The
what?
gradient tool.
Oh, okay. See, the gradient tool and the bucket fill tool are subtools of the same thing. So, can you see the bucket on my screen?
Yeah.
Look at my screen. Follow my mouse,
Okay.
and the paint bucket is there. Click left mouse button, click and hold. Then you get a tab showing you the gradient tool and the paint bucket tool. While holding down your mouse button, mouse over to the right, and then down to highlight paint bucket tool, and then let go.
Okay. Got it.
That's how you switch between the gradient and the paint bucket. Then follow my mouse down here to this area. Click the color that's on top, and select whatever color you want your ocean to be. Light blue, dark blue, green, whatever. Doesn't matter. Well, the choice is yours.
The power is yours.
Sir, yes, sir. All right. Once you do that, you go back up to layer, new layer. Okay. The shortcut is Shift Control N. I think on a Mac that'd be like Shift Command N if anybody's working with a Mac. Then name that land. Hit
If
OK.
you want to be super duper easy, just press the new layer tool at the bottom of layers.
Yeah, that was the next step. That's what I always do. I mean,
Yeah.
but you know, like I don't wanna go all crazy with it. Just because it's small, you might not be able to follow my mouse, but if you can follow my mouse, it's this thing right here.
Yeah, just go on. Oh, look at that. Right there. Okay.
Right there.
Go
It
on
looks
out
like a
to
little
those
page.
triangles.
With a little triangle on the bottom, like you're turning a page.
Okay.
All right, then.
I would click anything, but right now my computer's still loading that paint bucket,
Wow.
and it's gonna be probably a little while. So just continue on without me. But
This is how I do it the fast way, right? I got a land layer. I usually do a green color for land, because why the hell not? Okay, you know. Then I go down to this tool right here. If you were looking at my mouse, that's a add layer mask. So then you see a second window, and you can tap between your mask and your layer. Another way to add layer mask is you go up here, and then go to layer mask somewhere. Layer mask. No, I don't even know how to add a layer mask through here. I always use that for like ever. So layer mask has been added. I go over here, and I use black. You know, make sure you're using black. That hides. So now the entire land layer is hidden. Then you could select white, and whatever you make white basically erases the mask and shows the layer. So click on your brush, which is right here, or just hit B for the shortcut key, and draw. and then all you have to do is switch between black to erase it, white to show it. All right. I don't like that, so I'm just gonna hide everything. It's another way to do it. Edit, fill, and then foreground color instead of using the paint bucket. Just another option. I'm gonna create a third layer. This is just temporary. Make sure your colors are both black and white. Go to Filter, Render, Clouds. Then go to Filter, Render, Difference Clouds. And you start to get like these little BS shapes. The fun part comes in when you go to Filter, Artistic, Cutout. Now I don't know, usually it doesn't share this on my screen.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, so you mess around with the number of levels in cutout. The lower it is, the simpler the form. The different gradations of color don't matter. We're going to fix that. I'm just fiddling with it till I get something that I like. All right. Now you can see what it produced, right?
Mm-hmm.
All the little blotchy things. Yeah, blotchy things I'm not a fan of. So just press Control U. Make sure everything is desaturated. You can mess with the lightness if you want. Hit OK. And then Control L to change the levels. And there's two tabs on levels. There's one all the way to the left, one all the way to the right. The one in the middle you don't really need to mess with. Just know that the one to the left, as you bring it up, it darkens everything that's dark, all the way into black if you let it. You mess with the one all the way to the right and move that toward the left, and it brightens things. So you fiddle with that. Can you see the levels a window on my screen share or no?
Yeah, you can see that.
You can see it?
Mm-hmm.
All right, beautiful. So I can stop running my mouth. And you see how moving each one sort of changes it? And as you bring those two together, it creates just black and white. All right. You can do this on a different document if you want. I usually do, and then move them in afterwards. But yeah, this area right here would make a good lobster island. You know, I'll circle it. That's Lobster Island right there. You know, so that'll make a good island. I think I like the white forms better. So you can go to your wand tool, or press W for a shortcut. Now, usually up here, where it says contiguous, most people have that checked on. What that does is that when I select the color, it selects everything in that one blotch. But if you uncheck contiguous, it'll select everything within that color on that layer, everything. It doesn't have to be connected. Like I can select all the white or all the black in one fell swoop. And then I just delete. I just delete everything. And then hit Control D to deselect. And I don't know if you can notice, so I'll zoom in. I have a little black in certain areas. And to make sure that I don't have that black, I just go back to my levels and then just bring everything down again to ensure that it's all white. And I basically have a world map. It's a sloppy looking world map, but it's a world map, right? Now, I'm going to delete that mask just by... No, wait. I gotta drag that mask over to the little trash can to get rid of it. Delete. And the reason being is that my temporary layer... If I'm talking too fast or moving too fast, just let me know and I'll go back. This temporary layer right here, if you mouse over to the picture of the layer, hold down Control and then click it, it will select everything in that layer.
The short and what is it without the shortcut? Tell them what that is.
I have no idea what.
That's easy. Just
the shortcut.
Yeah, all you have to do is right-click it inside the thumbnail. Inside the thumbnail. Right-click, select pixels.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So
Like
that's
I
how
said,
you do it without it.
I've been using things so long and working so long in a certain way that I don't know the, all I know is a really, really quick way. Just, click. I'm done. Less windows is easier for me. But yeah, you do that, and then just take the vision off of it, right? Make sure you select your land layer again, and then go to the mask button right here. Click that, and it masks. Now you have your land and your water beneath, and you can screw with your continents as much as you want. So I can hit the brush button again, and remember, everything black adds mask. White removes mask. So I can sit here and cherry pick some of these forms now. Right? Let's say I want to erase this continent, right? All this stuff I want to erase. I want to leave those little things because I think they look nice there. Everything at the edge that doesn't make sense, I just want to erase it. This landmass here, I'll just erase some of it because I kind of like the way it's shaped. So whatever you don't like, mask it off. And it's kind of that easy to make a map. Like, this is the really quick, really dirty way. Right? There's better ways, more controlled ways, but this is the quick and dirty way. You know, this is the, oh my god, is it that easy? Yeah, it is. And I'm a fan of islands, so I love making islands. I don't know why, it's just me. Maybe it's because I'm Hispanic. I come from an island, so, you know. What's up?
Listen, I got the rice and the chicken cooked.
Sorry about that, my friends. If on your mask layer you press Control T for transform, the shortcut is to go to the Edit Free Transform. That's the shortcut. You can scale and like manipulate this if you want. Let me see if this is available. Go to my lasso tool, which is right here. Select a piece of land and Control T, and then I'm moving it. I'm moving the mask. So as I move it off, it's going to leave an area, but you know, you control how you want to mask everything afterwards. After you get the positioning you want, or maybe I want to scale this up. You know, relasso that so it makes more sense. Yeah, and just fiddle. That's really all you got to do. Fiddle. With this method, it's you know, this is kind of mechanical, right? Then remask everything that got destroyed in the process, and then you can just keep doing that over and over until you get exactly what you want. I think I like that. You know, this is pretty much a world, right? Would any of you argue the fact that this is not a world?
It's a world. It's an uncontrolled world. It's like you said. It's very mechanical and it's very like I just need something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you want to have more control, you already know how to do that. But there's you know.
Yeah.
There's special little furry ways to do it.
I'm gonna go through some of the tips and tricks that I know. Like,
Yeah.
this is the easiest, simplest, fastest way to get a continent. And the good thing about getting a continent this way is that you can make your continent brushes this way. I think brush making might be a little bit advanced. I'm not sure how many people are ready to make their own brushes, but
Well, it's pretty simple. All you have to do is do the select presents, blah blah blah, make brush, and I mean, then they're good to go after they have a brush.
Your initial file size when you make the brush affects the brush size. So like, if I go, it only really works in black in white scale. Well, black really. White is transparent and black is black. So See, you know, if I go like this, I turn all these things off, and I go to delete the mask. It asks me apply mask to layer before removing. I can either delete it and just get rid of it, or I can apply it so that this is now what I have to work with. And if I turn this into a brush, the whole thing is going to become a brush. You know, let's see if I want to turn it black and white again, right? You know, layers does it because layers is awesome. Not layers, levels. My mistake. And edit. Wait, it's edit, right? No. Yeah. Define brush preset. Sample brush 10. It selects the entire image and creates a brush out of it. All right. So if I just go to a new layer and turn off land, I'll go to my brush dropdown and then select the brush that I just created. Like I said, the file size determines the initial brush size. So because my file size is so big, my brush size is 1094 pixels, and that's how it is. You know, and you can change the size manually afterwards. So, but this is like me drawing island chains. You know, if I just delete that, increase the size again to something manageable that I want to work with, hit it, and use the erase tool or shortcut key E, and just erase everything. Everything else that I don't want, I can define predetermined continents that way. Control T, so I can. Wait, why is that like that? What did I miss deleting? Control T, and then just resize it to fit the file better. You know, that's not that jagged, but that's because the file size is way too big. It works better if you work within a 1 by 1 inch file. Then you get some really good manageable brushes out of that. But go to Define Brush Preset, Sample Brush 11. Yeah, why not? Turn that layer, delete the layer. Control A for selecting all, and then just hit Delete, and it clears it. Control D to deselect. Go back to that brush. So now I can just stamp down. Wait. I changed my eraser brush to that shape. That's not good. Go back to your actual brush tool and not give yourself a headache. If it's not working, you might have brush smudge or some other tool besides the brush tool. Look, hey, look, I got a big continent brush. So I could change the size and, you know, boom, there's a little continent. Boom, there's a continent. Now, once you have this initial brush, to vary things up, you can follow my mouse, I hope, to the brush drop-down menu. Okay. Can you guys see that?
I know. Oh, wait, yes, sorry.
Okay.
Yes.
So you can go to Shape Dynamics, select that, make sure the thing is checked. I'm not going to be using my tablet for this. I'm just going to be using my mouse. So take where it says pen pressure, just select off. If you don't have a tablet, it probably says off anyway. Raise the size jitter, right? However much you want. The size jitter just randomizes the size. It's similar to the size that you want it to be, but it fluctuates slightly depending on how high the size jitter is. The minimum diameter basically is altering the size jitter to make sure that it doesn't shrink that much. Like you have a minimum diameter to the size. It's always at least, you know, that size. I just keep that down because I don't care. Angle jitter, the control has to be off. Angle jitter spins it. I don't know if you can see it spinning, right? But it spins it. I put that up to like 100%, and then I close this window and minimize it. So and now I'm just going to use it as a stamping tool. So I stamp it one way, another, 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 another. And you can see that both the size and the orientation are randomized now. So you can jump between a few continent brushes that you've made or downloaded and just stamp them, and it gives it a bit of randomality. I'm going to erase all that because, it looks like crap. This is just to help everybody figure out how to use it. Now, let's say I have this brush and that brush, right? Another way you can have more control over it is to get the selection tool, the lasso or the box. Make sure you select around it. Just press Control T or Edit Free Transform. And then just rotate it around, mess with the size. Holding down Shift while you mess with the size scales it uniformly. So, I can make that little piece of randomized island look maybe like it came off of the original. Hit Enter to finalize the transform, and Control D to deselect the thing that you were fiddling with. Then just put the brush tool back up. That's how you have more control over islands or your landmass. Is everybody still with me? Because I don't
Chubby
know.
wants to know how to make nice fractal shorelines.
Fractal shorelines? How do you do it? You do it the hard way. I remember how you do it. You do it the hard way.
Nuh-uh. It's just an emboss.
Fractal? I thought that meant like chipped away shorelines.
Oh,
what I mean.
okay. Okay, sorry, I misunderstood. I thought he meant like 3D fractal.
No. You eat away at it by using the erase tool, right?
Yeah, I don't do masks.
Math? No.
Masks.
I don't do that either. You see this brush that I made? You saw the size jitter and angle jitter?
Mhm.
I draw. Look,
Yeah, I know.
I got a fractal shoreline now. I can have better control of that if I shrink this down. And then I just fill it in. I fill it in with black because I do a lot of selection layers. And it makes everything easier to manipulate afterwards. But, I mean, you can see my shoreline looks all beat up, right? Let's do one big supercontinent, because why the hell not? Almost like the U.S. Look, boom. Almost like the U.S. Because I'm American. Boom, an erase tool. I'm gonna put my brush for the erase tool because I got too many brushes loaded up. I should have deleted them all before starting this.
Oh my god.
So
I was on mute like the entire time I was talking and all kind of stuff.
oh, that's not.
Well, if it makes you feel better, I spent half the time watching you draw and half the time watching him Photoshop.
Okay. Yeah. Photoshop wasn't downloading for me, so I decided to do a hand drawing. But I am watching and listening.
Yeah. We all know that your hand drawings are sick. We said it because they are. I don't have a camera. Well, I have a camera, but
Yeah, well, mine's upside down, and for some reason Google Effects is stuck on blur. So it's.
I was wondering why you had a blur on it.
I closed it and then I came back in, but if you're in the same hangout, it won't like reset it, so I'd have to download it. I don't know. So hey.
yeah.
Deal with it.
I don't have enough room on my desk to actually put a pad down and angle the camera so that it records. So my hand drawing is whatever. Yeah, or Chepe, I see that you got a bunch of pictures of continents. You could copy and paste and paste and paste and paste until you get something brand new that looks like something you want.
Yeah, that's how I normally do it on Photo Bucket, or not Bucket, whatever it's called, Paint, MS Paint.
Yeah.
That's what I'm on right now because that's the only thing that this computer apparently runs.
That's unfortunate. I've got a ton of different ways. Like you could just hand draw it. Like this way looks choppy because of the initial continent that I made. It has that little loop, so it's a little bit choppy. But if you get something rounder, like if I go up to a different continent brush, I don't really use these brushes as much to to make continents, I use them more as like effects brushes. Yeah, let me go to a custom one I made somewhere. Oh no, I deleted that one. Oh well. But I mean, it's really that easy. If you can ever get Photoshop to work, I'll go over this again. You know, but let me delete the land layer. I want a good layer with green, because green is land. It helps my eyes better if everything is, if all the land looks green to begin with.
I just want to say, Adobe, if you happen to be watching this, you could like hook us up with like free ones, and then we'll like promote it and make like everybody want to buy it.
Yeah, I'll
Just
put
saying.
on my announcer voice. Why, yes, Adobe Photoshop. CS whatever we happen to get. We'll promote your subscription service and purchases from here on in. This will be an ongoing tutorial service where we both create, design, and help each other make maps. Maps of all shapes and sizes.
Meanwhile, Adobe's looking at it like, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
Because of their official
Look, we don't have to do it the 100% official, best utilization of Adobe. What this is for, especially if anyone from Adobe is watching, is to help people who don't necessarily know how to use Photoshop or aren't that versed in the ways of Photoshop, learn how to apply its tools to make mapping easier for them. Because the way I'm showing right now isn't, I like to hand draw my coastlines most of the time. Anyway, that's my preferred way. The same way Robert Ogre is doing it right now, I do it with my tablet.
God, I don't want a tablet. Oh yeah, Wacom. Hey, hook me up.
Yeah, I mean, if you really wanna, I'll stop screen sharing and just spin my camera, pull it out. See this sucker like collecting dust right here? Turn the screen on. Where is it? Am I aiming at it right?
I see bright lights.
It's like I see it.
The background, the outside mirror is.
Kind of see it. Yeah, yep.
Yeah.
See my beautiful Wacom. I'm choosing not to use it because helping people and understanding their trials and tribulations with a mouse.
Hey, there ain't no trials and tribulations over here. I am firm for mouse usage.
I am not. I love my tablet, but huge investment and all. Because even the small, Cintiq is not for everyone. But the mouse, everybody has a mouse. You can't operate a computer without a mouse unless you have a trackball. Then I really feel for you.
This is why I was really hoping to learn Photoshop, because you did something like similar. Like I just got one done with this little thing here. Did something similar in like 3 seconds.
Yeah, it's all about utilizing the tools to speed up your workflow, because you can start doing things mechanically, or like procedurally, or technique. That's all you're doing. Technique. 99.99% of what Robert is doing, which is maybe practically 100%, what he's doing right now, that's all artistry. When you're using like Photoshop, the way I can use Photoshop, you can turn a lot of that artistry into technique, and then worry about using your artistry on different things.
Yeah, like that's why I'm a big fan of mixing the two.
Yeah,
like that's what I would do. I would make, this is it. I'd take this, scan it in, then make my mountains and trees and just make it look tight. After I do the initial thing.
Yeah, a lot of the painting, like the satellite view of that map I was working on.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of technique involved, but there's also just a lot of great, like the painting in the map is not technique. Or not necessarily technique. There's artistry, there's creativity and stuff there. I use a lot of brushes to get certain effects. But if you're using watercolors, you might use your fan brush, your 1-inch brush, your half-inch, your liner, your spotter. The same things work in real life. But let's see if I could show that.
Yeah, I mean it's a tool. You still have to put
Yeah.
the effort into it to make it look good.
Like
I don't want effort though. That's the point. That's why I had Nelson. Nelson was supposed to do all the effort for me.
Oh.
no,
Well, just ask him to make you a map.
like you see this. This looks like it'll be hard to draw something like this. Would definitely be a lot of effort. To hand paint something like this would look beautiful. It would take a ton of effort and time, but because of the options available for use in Photoshop, it makes it a hell of a lot easier, to do.
Messy. God, you ought to see my desk.
Oh yeah, and it really saves a lot of room on the desk if you don't have a tablet.
Like,
Oh yeah, and then you can make a map this big, but then go crazy and zoom in close to the details, which I have a problem with. Just be like, okay, there's pixels here. Oh, lovely, lovely pixels.
I love pixels. They're beautiful to me. I read the pixels, the one by one pixels. I find them beautiful.
Yeah. What am I screen sharing now? Because I can't
You are Jesus.
bacon.
tab back in. Yeah,
Oh,
screen sharing
I
now.
didn't know you were into that, Nelson.
Oh, you know what? You know what, Rob? I had tabbed back to Hangouts just in time. Just in time to not get nervous. Like, what?
Nelson, I was supposed to be the one associated with goats, but dang, man.
Yeah, so let me go back to fiddling with this, since apparently I'm the only one messing with Photoshop at the moment. Or I think Chelsea.
I'm doing paint. Thank you very much.
Well, share your
Yeah, what
progress,
you got,
man. I
man?
mean,
I
don't you
was.
share
Oh,
your
the-
progress? There's people watching this right now that want to see what you're working
I
on.
was screen sharing. I was just.
Not paint. Yeah,
Yeah, I was screen
I'm
sharing.
focusing on Rob because his archipelago looks amazing. Looks like an eye. And for those that do know about geomorphology, don't bother us right now. We're just being artists.
Yeah, exactly.
I was actually watching a Bob Ross video the other day, the amazing Bob Ross. And he says, in reality this would work, but this is an artist canvas, and this is what we're gonna do. This is our reality.
like that Melody Sheep remix does a really good job of
Oh yeah.
making a point of, this is your world. You are the creator. Make love to the canvas. I love that thing.
Okay.
Come on, man. Don't be all. That's a Brian rocking right there.
Okay. Here, I'll screen share.
Oh, Brian's rocking Photoshop.
Yeah.
Nice, man. Why don't you chop up your shorelines?
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that now.
Okay, you see
Alright.
this?
Okay, let me tab over to Chepe. Nice.
This is what took 4 hours to make on MS Paint,
Oh God.
and yeah,
Oh, we definitely have to speed up your workflow, buddy.
yeah, and so I'm starting what I did previously, which is take continental shorelines, at least these general out shapes, and then start making land masses off of them. Once I had that, basically I had to go over the sandstone, the charcoal feature, and I did 3 or 4 layers along them, and then do a crisp blue outline with the same brush stroke around it. And then also outline the inline with the black, including the pixely parts to kind of clean up some of the mess. And that took about 2 hours. And then just filling out the rest
You're
of
gonna love Photoshop, because when you put that much time into a Photoshop map, it's gonna come out. It's gonna make you're gonna look at your own map and drool.
4 hours and you can make something that would just, oh my God,
Yeah.
4 hours in Photoshop.
Let me jump over to Brian. Let me jump over to Brian. I see what Brian's doing by chopping up his map, but on the screen share I noticed that he's actually erasing his map.
He's doing it like I do it.
Yeah.
Why?
Because
Yeah, you do it like I do
I
it.
love to fiddle. I love just the minutia sometimes.
Why don't you play a bard then?
Is crazy. No bards. I will play a bard if someone runs 13th age. Only in 13th age. But Brian,
Yes.
I mess with things like that using masks. So if I mess up something or something comes out in a way I don't like, I can just go back and mask it back up. And if you want it to be permanent, you can delete the mask and apply your changes.
Okay.
But I mess with masks a ton. Masks and layers. Like if you see one of my files of the maps that I'm working on, I have like 2 or 3 dozen layers. But that's after a while when you get used to Photoshop.
I just want to say, man, I hung out with Brian a little bit after the last one. He's got some awesome artwork, dude.
Yeah, no, I've seen some of the things he does.
I mean, but not besides maps. I was looking at his other stuff.
Unlike Nelson's.
I just want to give him a shout out. That's all.
Thank you, Robert.
Are we gonna have to have some character drawing hangouts too? Because I'll be down for that too.
That'd be awesome.
Whatever, man. I'm down for
Serious. This is
Yeah,
what I'm
we're
doing.
turning it. Uh-oh. What the hell?
Oh yeah, there it is. That's tight.
Sick.
Crap, I
And you
can't
done
see.
last week?
Wait, you drew that?
Yeah.
Why you gotta say it like that, man? Don't be doubting.
No,
Home
wait, I didn't
Yeah,
get a good
man,
glimpse of it.
good. Yeah,
There we go.
man, yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. Like, I mean that. Like, that's awesome.
Not everybody that messes with Photoshop is new to it, my friend. Just saying. Gotta be hating on people, Chepe. Nah, but yeah, that's crazy. That's nice.
Here's my.
I'm trying to get the little.
Dude, I love that style. Like, that's like one of my favorite. What's the way of putting it?
I don't really draw in that style, but I could probably learn to draw in that style because I'm liking it right now.
Yeah, it's the slate. It puts emphasis on the light shadings.
Nag. Peace out.
Yeah, that could be like a almost like a chalk drawing, almost like.
Yeah, it reminds, like, the outlines remind me of what was that story? It was about the little girl made of wood going to another dimension in a house. Ella or something.
Not the Del Toro movie, huh?
No. This was a children's book that was turned into a movie. It reminds me, and then it reminds me of some Tim Burton stuff. Like, it's that kind of style. I enjoy it.
It's very reminiscent of a painter, sort of like, one or two watercolors, and then you put a little color and blend it with your thumb.
Yes, I was doing a lot of that.
Hey, Chappie, I gotta say, for like a self-confessed non-artist, I think you did pretty damn good on that map using MS Paint.
Gotta make MS Paint work, man.
Yep.
Gotta work with what you got.
Yep. That's what I keep saying.
Yeah, it's a great way to learn, like that limiting yourself.
Mm-hmm.
What do I want to do with this map? I don't even know.
What you want to do is you want to make the continent of Rowan Gate so that I don't have to make it in MS Paint. And I'm just half kidding because I'm probably going to end up making it in MS Paint anyway.
So how does it look? Like what I got on the screen right now? How close to that is to Rowan Gate?
Not at all. Which is fine.
How does it look?
Rowan Gate actually doesn't have much of an established thing. It's just a massive continent.
Oh, okay. Jeez, Chepe.
But it doesn't necessarily have like two big intersections like that. Rowan Gate is also a little bit more spread out. It's kind of like it has 4 peninsulas or something like that coming off of it. It looks like it has 4 actual corners. Those are like the only stipulations for Rowan Gate.
See that? You need to learn how to do this stuff, cause even like your map making will be new. Once you know learn how to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I've always wanted to. I love doing it.
Shit, man. Well, you are now. You stuck now. Now you're like on live, and it'll be on the internet forever. So now you have to do it, because everybody's gonna be like, oh, how's that map coming?
Nope, I got a billion other things coming. So okay, I got
Out.
which I got to finish the prep for the Aqua Blanca, which is its official name now.
Alpha Blanca.
Aqua Blanca.
Aqua Blanca. What is that?
That's the Plane of Water campaign.
Oh, okay.
See, Aqua, get it? Aqua.
I got it. I got it.
Because it's
Aqua-
basically noir in the Plane of Water. So it's Aqua Blanca.
Mm-hmm.
Bum, bum, bum.
I don't know that one. Look, wrong gate. There's 4 corners. Aha. So let's.
Just do what you do, Nelson.
What happened?
Just do what you do, Nelson.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just,
Just do you. Don't worry about Chippy.
Yeah, don't worry about Chepe. You don't listen to him anyway.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's
Buy you Aqua too. Damn it! Damn it! Damn it!
let's just do something quick and fun.
Like a cheap Friday night date. There we go. Bum, bum. The worst part about using MS Paint with these kinds of things is that you'll eventually have to fix all the lines because the shading is different and often arbitrary. One of the free outline things that you can get.
Motion picture under. Man, why you did that?
What?
I got Parliament Funkadelic stuck in my head.
Oh, we got the phone. Sorry.
Better than. It made me think of Planetoid, and like I went to the page again because I occasionally actually listen to them, and then I realized that they've actually made like half a dozen or at least a dozen or so fans from like Juice and Lloyd and all of them because of Locust.
Well, that's how I go. Spreading that blue love, you heard? Mm. That's what we should make a Planetoid comic.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Yeah, why not? Make their next cover album for them.
I'm sure Locrius would be so down for that. Like their adventures going into interstellar dimensions.
Word, rocking on in different dimensions.
And then just have you seen?
I don't know why, but that's my rocker voice.
Seen, Space Dandy?
Yep.
It would be like Space Dandy meets Futurama meets like every Beatles music video.
Nelson, what do you think?
Let me tap back.
Horrible. I don't know. I haven't seen it. I'm not Nelson.
Cool. Why is the surrounding water darker than the ocean, though?
Why do you gotta be so picky? Why you gotta be hating, Nelson?
Because it's what I do.
It's that starting color.
Okay, never mind. I thought you said something else, Rob.
Okay.
I thought
that looks cool as hell.
I like it.
I'm taking the shortcut way out because I don't know what I want to do.
you're a punk.
Yeah, because I'm punk.
You're a punk.
Let's just use brushes because brushes are our friends. Let's put down
Brushes
some.
are horrible. Brushes hate you. Brushes like did horrible things to your family.
That's terrible.
Whoa.
Brushes and me get along so well because I've been doing the whole what's that called art thing since I was like 3 or 2 or something.
Art? What's that?
I know,
Is
right?
that the thing where we pretend that we're actually doing something and then make money from it?
Yeah, I guess.
That's what that
You
is.
got it, Chepe. See, that's the right attitude. See, you need to be doing something for real. That's how he'll be in like galleries everywhere. Like he don't even give a shit about art. This shit just comes out of him.
I would say what I thought of, but I'm not going to. But this gave me some really.
I don't think I can ascertain what you were thinking there.
I actually know a few friends who are trying to get into high art. It's kind of extremely competitive.
Yeah.
A lot of BS. A lot of BS. Feel sorry for people who have to make a living off that.
I ain't worried about all that bougie.
Bum bum got the funk. That's gonna be stuck in my head.
Apparently,
Alright.
I crashed out of my own hangout. That's great.
That's yeah.
You gotta love hangouts.
Are
You
we
know?
off there?
I think
Yeah.
it's a conspiracy. They don't want you to do this.
Bum bum got the funk.
Man. Yeah, that's actually, you know what? That's why this is so weird. Because I'm usually listening to music. Alright, now. Well.
That whole got the funk conversation has the Dave Chappelle skit with Charlie Murphy in my head. Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, Charlie, my man.
Charlie Murphy.
We are here today. Talk about the cockadookie.
Every
You
time I
gotta-
try to screen share, I collapse.
See this crap? I gotta go through and I gotta fill in every single pixel with black.
Oh. Yeah, oh, you're in Paint, right? MS Paint?
Mhm. Yep.
Hmm.
Which means there's a very limited amount of resolution you have to work with.
Right,
Because
but
otherwise it's gonna get too extraneous on you.
I wonder what you can do about that. There's gotta be something.
See, like this right here, like this horrible shading stuff right here, gotta go through it and
Connect it.
yeah, pretty much fill it in pixel by pixel.
See, I don't know what they have in Paint. Hmm.
And then what I normally do after that is I'll smear it with
Oh, okay, they have smear tools. You might, well, yeah, since it's going in a bunch of different directions. See if
these brushes, like the weird paint stuff, like the charcoal looking one
mm-hmm.
that I normally use.
Oh, so you're trying to make the line skinnier? Is that what you? Oh, you're just filling it in.
Yeah, I'm filling them in, I'm making them skinnier, and I'm
Okay.
just adjusting them to look appealing because the lines are all different.
Mm.
Like they thicken and they get too skinny because I'm cutting and pasting from different parts of the continent, so there's no real continuity.
Are there any effects? Let me see.
No, there aren't any effects.
No effects, huh? View home, yeah. Because you could like they told me something last night about like blurring. If you do like a tiny little blur, it'll like connect all lines. It'll be a little bit blurry, but then you can like go back and do something like sharpen, but you don't have all that. So
Nope.
you're in worse shape than me, man.
Mm-hmm.
You need to get GIMP. It's free at least.
I'm alright.
Unless you're used to it. And that's what everybody else's problem is. They just stick with what they used to.
I'm cool with learning something new. That's what I was trying to do, but this computer won't run Photoshop.
I hear you. The same thing here. Well, it wasn't.
Happening with me. Like I can't screen share anymore.
I blame Nelson.
Yeah. He don't want nobody
Obviously.
to learn. He was like, hey, he knows all the people in Adobe.
He's
Yo,
an
if
elitist.
that was oh no, you didn't.
Messed him. Oh, oh, come on.
Because I'm trying to get him back because he's been calling me an elitist like the past 2 or 3 weeks.
But the difference is, I'm telling the truth.
Try to form a group. He's like elitist. Try to make pre-gens to make it easier to do Numenera. It's like, you want control. You're an elitist.
Yeah, well, you know, if it's true, it's true. I'm just gotta say.
Oh man, that's horrible. I don't think there's a right way to play or not. I don't think anybody has to be required much of anything to play with me. Like, I don't think that highly of myself.
You just gotta show up and try, right?
Pretty much. I should, or be into what I want to, if I'm trying to do a specific thing, I want to see if anyone else actually is into that specific thing. If they're not, that's fine. I just won't do it. I'll do something that everybody wants to do in terms of running. That's where I get so many bucket list ideas. That, and I use too many big words in their descriptions.
Yeah. People they don't like looking in the dictionary.
Guess that's the difference. I used to read the dictionary for fun.
On the online dictionary.
You don't want to take 3 seconds to look up a word.
It's a quick Google, but no.
Isn't that right, Nelson?
He gone.
He left.
He's here, but not here. Oh. Photoshop Sensei.
Photoshop. See, I kind of like what Brad's doing with the little, what is that, an emboss?
Yeah.
So you're embossing it, and then you're kind of doing like a fractal brush or a smear over the.
Yeah, I'm just like erasing the amazing things. You can try some yours.
Bobby got the funk. Funk, funk.
So I'm sitting here doing this map. It makes me want to go back to this idea I had of. Well, it's not my idea, but it was something that brought up the idea of having the inner Earth. You know,
Mhm.
it'll be inside the sphere instead of outside, and then on the outside there will be another world.
Is that going to be your inner Earth?
Yeah, I got this is like the energy core, and I have like a little shield, so it could be night on one side and day on the other while it turns.
Cool.
But this is like to cut off one of the hemispheres, and then I'll have to do the other side and then the outside. Man, all this work I'm putting on myself. I could just be like, look at my map.
Yeah, I got a weird thing with, like, remember how I said before that if I have Photoshop and Hangouts open right now, one of them is going to crash?
Yep.
Yeah, right now, every time I try to screen share Photoshop, it doesn't want to update it, and then everything freezes, and Hangouts crashes, and Photoshop starts working again. It's like I tell you, 5 years, one computer, I got to nuke it. But yeah, so I'm just gonna like update it piece by piece. That's where I'm at so far.
Cool.
Fiddling around with so you have a goal in mind. I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm just
Well, I just started drawing and just kind of like I was thinking about it because we were talking about it in a hangout a long time ago.
Yeah.
We were talking about worlds and somebody brought up that idea. I don't know.
It's probably Lumi because that's his world.
Oh, really? He's
Yeah.
got one like that?
Yeah. It's
Oh,
like 7 layers.
oh, wow. Man. Okay. But you know what? My home group will never know about that. Unless they watch this.
7 layers of heck.
That's pretty cool, though. That's a cool idea. Of heck.
Yeah.
Dante's Inferno.
Dante's moderately warm room.
Yeah. I was thinking we was on a normal hangout.
You think it was gonna be a normal hangout?
No, I thought we were. Never mind. I'm sure nobody wants to hear about how my air conditioner broke last night, so. But it's working out. So.
Maybe they do. I mean, I don't feel for you personally. When it's warm enough so that I can need an air conditioning, maybe you'll get some sympathy from me. But until then,
Damn, it's still cold up there.
it's getting better. It's getting better. It's just where I live. I live on a peninsula, so I've got the ocean on 2 sides,
Right.
and it just
That doesn't count. You can't go to the beach. Too cold, too salty. Barely fish because of the pollution.
Look, all that other stuff you just said, I don't care about. The beach is the beach. I love to swim.
They got sharks in the ocean. Watch out.
Yeah, they do, but fuck them. I'm a swim. Right?
So,
Oh, you gonna add the 3D and then add the mountains? Yo, that's your phone again.
Nelson, I like how your mountains are like one mountain takes up 4 countries.
It's very mountainous.
It's very mountainous.
Hey, that might be a continent. You don't know.
Why you gotta say like? Why you gotta be like that?
Just
You
trying to give
want,
you a
you
hard
want me to
time.
just make planes? Like I'm just gonna make planes and that's it?
Just trying to give you a hard time, Nelson.
No, is that all I get? I gotta make planes. That's it. Rolling hills from here on out.
Rolling hills of Arkansas.
Rolling hills.
rolling.
Oh, good.
Dog is rolling, rolling, rawhide.
From high.
Y'all a bunch of nerds.
What? Look, I know.
Yo, if
you want to come at me like that, you want to start speaking like this, it's entirely up to you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can go there if you want, but I was trying to keep things civil over here. Oh, no, you didn't. I'm just gonna add hills to this section. Apparently, I like mountains too damn much. According to
Not enough. It needs to be all mountains.
That's like the most like interesting thing on a map usually. Freaking mountains.
you know, I can't make enough mountains now. I can't make too many. What's going on over here? I feel confused. An island, a desert. What do you think? Just fuck plants. They don't got no plants.
That's something. I rarely ever do run a game in the desert for some reason. I play games in it, but it just never like pops in my head to do something in the desert for some reason. Or cold either. Frozen stuff.
Yeah, I need to do more Frozen stuff. That was the first Colossus was fun. Next time I'll make it hard and have everybody roll Constitution saves because it's too damn cold. I probably need to make my file size bigger because the smaller file size that I'm working with right now is just making everything naturally larger.
You fix that.
Yeah, probably. You know what I would love to do personally that I can't remember if it's possible in Photoshop. I don't know if it is. Like I know they have the dual brush thing, but it doesn't work the way I want it to. Is to have is to load up several of these custom brushes, like the forest brushes. Alright, the mountain brushes that Brian was working with. They also have trees.
Mm-hmm.
If I could load up several of those trees and then randomize between that selection the same way it randomizes the size and the orientation, that would be great.
Yeah.
I'm learning all kinds of things about Photoshop. I learned that size matters and that orientation is determined randomly.
The orientation is not determined randomly, but you can make it be determined randomly. Why am I putting forests down before I put rivers? I'm an idiot.
I've done that before.
You put mountains and then you put rivers. Don't you know anything about geography?
I know, right?
Just gotta.
If anybody from the brigade sees this, that's my ass.
No, it's your ass if you talk about random character generation.
Oh, screw that. I want to know what I'm playing before I'm playing it.
You do after you roll.
No. See, you roll, so you don't know what you're playing. The dice is going to tell you. Don't tell me what I'm playing, dude. I come up with my own I am creative enough and intelligent enough to come up with my own characters. Thank you very much. I don't know why you had to make that as an insult to players everywhere. It's like here, because you don't know what you're doing.
You know what it is?
No, don't explain it. Don't explain it, because I'm purposely messing with Chepe.
He's too scared to take a chance and play a character that he didn't make. He's not good enough to do that.
I know, word. Yo, it's not like, it's a random character. It's not my fault. Look at that. Take some ownership of the character. You know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is you apparently just want to do the same character you've always done and just can't seem to have the creativity to break out of your own habits with a bit of randomness.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Just want to have your backstory and your concept imposed on the world all the time just because you want to play whatever you want.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If I want to know my back history and story, apparently I wasn't born, I didn't go through any trials or tribulations. I sort of popped into existence as a fully formed
You do.
adult.
That's why you
Randomly.
roll on the tragedy chart.
Randomly. I just kind of exist. It's like, bloop, I exist. Now let me figure out what happened in my past. Oh, that's what happened to me? I'm going to kill myself right now. You know, it's very tragic.
I'm sorry that you feel entitled to.
No, he did not. No, he did not. Entitled. No, he did. This motherfucker is asking me to make him a map, but he's saying, I'm sorry if you feel entitled. Really? You know what? That's why you messing with MS Paint.
Yes, it is why I'm messing with MS Paint.
I am glad Chris is not here right now, because he could probably show you how to do that immaculately, because he is apparently, I've seen what he did with MS Paint, and he's like a master.
Who is, like, which Chris?
Don't even worry. I'm not even going to tell you who he is. That's what you get. Yo, look at. Hold on. Let me see what Rob is doing. My goodness. He's just
Hey.
spitting it out. Yo, that's how you make a map. He's making it fast as hell with pencil.
I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna help you become an art teacher,
What?
Nelson.
What?
Yep, you're gonna be an art teacher.
So what you do is put a pretty little mouth in here. Don't worry if your hand slips. It's a happy little accident. You're gonna show me how to do that? Because I already know how to do that. Because I just did it.
Yep, perfect job.
Yeah.
What you drinking? Chevy got some fucking Dos Equis today, so I don't know.
No, I wish.
He had a Dos Equis, so you know now he's cool. That is yeah, that's great.
That's like my medication, man. Like,
Dos Equis, the most interesting man in the world. Have you guys ever watched? Okay, this is extraordinary off topic. We're just hanging out here, so for you ladies and gentlemen that are watching, just enjoy. Have you ever seen the Ancient Aliens show?
Yes.
I love the announcer to that show. Like, I absolutely love him. Yeah, because like extraterrestrial beings, like everything, the way he speaks is always like that. You know, like it's never simple. It's like extraterrestrial. No, it's like extraterrestrial.
wait, so you like it when people use big words?
No. See, he you know, Jefe. You need to just hang out with Posey. That's all that means.
No.
That's Phil. This is your man right here, Mini Rob, aka Jefe, aka the Niche King. The Niche King. Anybody that calls himself King, you know, he's a self-proclaimed king.
I did not give myself that title.
Yeah. You say that, but where's the proof? Nowhere. Okay.
That started because of Ham and Opie's video, and I just owned it because it's hilarious.
Yeah, likely story.
My throne is not high. It's not that my throne is high above everyone else. It's the fact that nobody can find the throne room.
Terrible.
The Niche King.
It's in a very niche location.
Yep. In the salt flats of Peru.
No, I'm sorry. It's in a niche.
It's in a niche.
It's in a niche somewhere.
It's in a niche somewhere.
It's a niche you will never find. The niche niche.
It's a niche niche.
See what happens when you start drawing? It just gets stupid.
Sure, blame the art. Blame the art.
It's the artistic juices, you know. It's not testosterone or nothing. It's something else.
Speaking of juices, we need multiple of them.
Yeah.
Juices.
We need more juice.
Yeah. I just need to copy and paste a picture of juice and just put it on the map. You know how some people have like sea monsters? I need to put juices on a surface.
You can totally do that. Dude, do it. Take his face and then like do threshold like you do with the like with the clouds and then just make a map out of it.
Wow.
I don't know why that's so funny, but do it.
Juice Gravia.
Juice World. That's got juice.
Juicivia.
Across the Delta.
Activia.
Whoa. Love that song. Remix.
No. We need to do one with every face of the Provokers and then call it Provocaria. A little fantasy world.
That's our fan art for the Provokers.
Yes.
It'll happen.
It's just their faces with land masses over them. They're like this background.
All right, but one of the jungles, we definitely need a strip of blue jungle.
Yeah.
All right, that's all I gotta say.
And it's a river?
No, not a river, a jungle, a strip of blue. You know what? Not even blue jungle, a blue mountain range.
Because what are beards but the mountains at the face?
Exactly. Matter of fact, hold on. That's like the only that's like
The dumbest proverbial saying.
he's the only bearded provoker there, right?
Oh god.
I
Are
don't know
there
what
any
you're
other
talking about. I'm a
bearded?
convoker. I own a griffin.
Yeah.
Right, if I had to choose between being a half-elf wizard or a bunch of
Look.
dwarves and elves
All I
running
gotta
around
say to Matt,
bumming off people
of
and
course,
owning a griffin, I would totally choose owning a griffin. I'm definitely a convoker.
if you have a giant griffin between your legs that often, you are eventually becoming evil. That's all I know.
What are you talking about? You need a little feather between the legs now and then, man.
You need a little tickle? A little tickle.
Oh lord. We're getting there. We're getting there.
Oh man,
Tickling pickles and everything else. What's up?
This is less and less. This is like a regular hangout, you know. This is what we do that's usually not broadcasted. But we are making maps, so there's that.
There's
We are
that.
making maps. There's not a lot for me to explain.
What you got going on there, Chappie?
Me?
Just making a map.
Right now I'm working on these 4 little mini continentlets, island things.
Continentlets.
Continent.
Is that an official term?
Mm-hmm.
No,
I mean, I'm not very well versed in the official terms.
Oh yeah.
Totally. I'm totally an expert in geography. In case you didn't know.
I figured because you know you're so niche.
Yeah,
Just,
no.
all you gotta do is Google it. Jesus.
You know, some of us aren't Googleified people. Mr. Robert Ogre.
God. Do what I want.
I think you've watched way too much Napoleon. What's his face?
Do what I want.
What's the name of the movie, right? Napoleon. What's his face?
Yep. Napoleon Dynamite. Vote for Pedro.
You know what? Screw it. I mean, as long as I could find a place on that map where I could have like a western forest, an eastern mountain range, and then a lower flat for Cleothay, I could make that in Rowan Gate.
Oh, what you're doing now?
No, not this. Not what I'm doing. What you're doing.
Oh, an eastern flat.
An eastern forest, eastern mountain range, a western forest, and then a lower, basically step that goes into a what's the word? Damn it, riverbeds, not river.
All right, hold on. But let me save this so I could then refresh it and show you what I'm on now, because Hangouts does not want to make this easy right now.
This is never easy.
I don't know what y'all problem is. Perfect for me.
So like that, or how's that fit into your Rowan Gate thing?
It doesn't, because the area where maybe, like, because it is kind of hilly right there. Of course, you can't see where I'm doing that.
Look, there's a North Continent and 2 South Continents.
The North Continent, you know where that Mediterranean thing, the inland sea, comes in?
Yeah.
Where
That's
that
on
top
the-
river of it that connects
That's
to
on
it?
the left side.
Yeah, that's on the left side.
Okay.
Okay. You see where my mouse is on my screen?
Wait, where's your screen? Okay, wait. Damn, this is weird. Yeah, not really. My Hangout thing is in the way, so I can't do that. Let me see if it goes away. All right, yeah. Now I see your mouse.
Okay, so technically, if this area was a little bit more hilly, and then this whole area was covered in forest, then I could make this area Cleothay, right down here.
Yeah.
Make this area Browen, especially if it had a few more
You want me to
rivers.
get rid of the inlet?
The what? This?
You want me to get rid of the inlet?
Yeah, this.
Yeah, that. What about the water ways beneath that?
No, the waterways need to be there. It just needs a few more rivers that go downward. They go southward a little bit more, like from this area, like where my mouse is.
Yeah.
It just needs a few more rivers coming off these mountains downward.
Yeah, that's a higher res image. That's more of like a zoom in feature. So
Yeah.
you could always attribute it to scale.
Okay. That works.
But,
Because Rowan's a hilly area, and this is kind of a hill, or not Rowan, but Rito.
So you want me to make that area more hilly and then just delete the water and just...
Then make that area directly where the water is all forest, like where
that and below, or
yes, make a lot of it.
that's easily done, no problem.
Because then I could just do some construing and then just figure out exactly. Because Rowan's a really small country anyway, so I just have to stick it in between them. Because they're generally like 3 smaller European-sized countries, which are basically the size of states.
I heard that descent into a... I don't even know what that was. Streets.
Oh, that's because I was drinking something. I was saying that. That was the thing.
Can't think of his name right now. I can't believe that. Sean Connery.
Yes, we're making maps here. Very, very late in the way in which we craft our maps.
You have to talk like you have denture slippage. Sean Connery has a slight growl to everything he says, because after all, he is the voice of a dragon. Dragon Slayer. You're talking to a Highlander and a dragon. You have to show a bit of respect.
And an archaeologist.
And an archaeologist. It's an archaeologist. Not an archaeologist, but an archaeologist.
That's what I said, archaeologist. Don't you like it?
He likes to cook breakfast with sausages and Chex-Mex cereal.
Yeah, right.
Lots of sausage.
Yo, don't continue that because that sounds like it was going to a dark place.
No, the idea is to say as many S words as possible so you can emphasize his speech impediments.
So you have to emphasize
the fact that the way he does S's has kind of a squeal to it.
Significantly emphasize. I don't know what other S words to say. I'm lost. You guys help me out.
Smorgasbord.
Sausages?
Sausages. Filibuster.
There's way too many trees in this area. This is like...
Sassafras, salmon.
I'm not even continuing where this is going. I don't know.
I don't know about you, but whenever I do a voice of a dragon, it's always Sean Connery. There's just no other voice that does it.
Nah, I have other voices, like more growl, you know.
No, the only voice you have is Jimmy 2 times. And
it's not the only voice I have.
No.
Why are you saying that?
Did you read the comment I did the other day?
You said that. You said that, and now it's on the internet forever. And it's so wrong.
It's not true at all. All right, there you go. I reset it and did it.
False advertising me. I feel so naked now.
I'm sure.
I'm gonna bulldoze this forest I just made.
Why? I can't even see it because you haven't refreshed it.
All right, I'll save it and hopefully it refreshes.
It's got to be an Amazon, man. It's the Western Forest of Berlin.
Did that thing update or what? Looks like it updated.
Yep.
Ow! Alright.
Okay, that is actually going to be a bit of a problem. Well, actually, no. No, I could just do it. I could just say it's to scale again. So yeah, if the forest goes a bit more north and west at the same time, while touching some of those hills, then yeah, that would do it.
Alright, I'm gonna put a temporary thing here.
I hear transistor.
No, don't worry. Stop listening.
Dude, I love that thing.
I thought it was anti-Linux.
But yo,
Freaking transistor, man.
that yellow line, right? You see that yellow line that just plopped
Yeah.
down there, right? From that yellow line and beneath, all still forest.
You don't have to do it over the other, just a little bit upwards along that yellow line, and just have it like graze those hills that you made. And that would work, because then I could say that that lower area where that big river is Cleothay, and say it's just bordering the edge of the inner sea, and then saying that Browen's in between, and then Rito's up northern and continental hills.
All right, in that area.
Yeah,
All right.
and having a forest that thick would also make it a little bit more isolated, especially since it's a dangerous place, so that makes sense.
You hear that? Cleothay is dangerous for all you people metagaming.
Cleothay is not that dangerous necessarily. It's dangerous because it's got a really good navy. The Western Forest is dangerous. The forest is supposed to touch all three countries. That's the point.
Yeah, so shut up and just fucking draw it.
I was just asking. I was like, yeah, this is plenty to work with. And then pretty much everything else from there would be, there's no other real canon other than that. If you wanted to make it round gate. Except I would have to delete the two smaller continents. But whatever. Because round gate's one giant continent.
He's gotta go big or go home, baby. Go big or go home.
Well, it was just how it was made. It seemed like a simple idea.
Yeah, one
I
continent.
really don't know what this is, what I'm doing right now.
One continent is kind of a simple idea.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna argue that.
So if you could be a doll and join those two continents to that top one.
Oh, like how? What do you mean? Join.
Like the right-hand angle, like the right peninsula, upper northeast peninsula of the southern continent, you could just connect it to the top. And then smush the other continents together. The small one, the little Australia thing you got going on there.
I don't know about that. That's a lot of asking over here.
That's fine by me. I'll just use a different map for Rome. I was just saying, like I'm just shooting.
A lot of requests. I'm hearing.
I don't care. I'm just saying things. In all honesty, I'm just making conversation.
Just saying things.
I'm just making conversation.
It's true. It's like,
Well, we do appreciate that, Chepe. We do.
I'm sure. All I'm saying is, your brother's probably playing Transistor, I'm guessing? Or was listening to the soundtrack?
I don't know. Maybe.
Because I could have sworn I heard a Transistor track. Because I love that soundscape a lot.
I like that sword up in that game.
You like that sword?
I don't know. I seen a picture.
It's basically a giant USB stick.
There you go.
It is.
Sounds good.
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
I'll update this thing for now so you can see where it's at.
For my approval.
Yeah, because we all need your approval.
Mm-hmm. It's demanded. Niche
I know.
King has spoken.
Trash. Do it again.
I couldn't play. I can't pretend to be arrogant. It's just not easy.
Comes easy to you though. It does. It does. I can attest to that. Well, we're watching it happen right now. Just,
Not as easy as you.
I mean, you know, how are you gonna compare
Oh,
yourself to me? Like, for real.
What do you have to compare yourself to others, Nelson? Hmm?
What?
Where are we
Compare
comparing,
myself to
man?
you?
Why can't you?
I
Why
mean,
can't you just
you
be
know,
happy with what you have, man?
it's not much of a comparison if I'm comparing myself to you. I'm just saying.
Talking
oh.
about Parrish,
Damn.
then like, are you talking about
Pow,
Biopunk
pow,
Paris?
shots fired.
You're talking about like Biopunk Paris? Because if so, I got you covered
Bio.
on that.
There you go with your genre bending again. You know, this is like, yo, Chepe was the missing character from Avatar. And not the movie, you know, with the blue people. I'm talking about Avatar, the last airbender. Chepe was the last genre bender. Happy.
Last genre bender.
The last genre bender.
Dinner.
Genre identity crisis.
Yeah.
It's a real psychological issue, probably due to teen angst. It's just a phase, they said, but I never got over it.
Now, how did I just mess up my everything I just did?
I don't know, you tell me.
Let's see, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. That's not that bad. The rest of this stuff kind of is bugged, so let me, because it doesn't exist there anymore since I moved the continent.
Dude, you moved an entire freaking continent. You should be proud. Not many people can say they've done that.
I'd be moving continents for you, Chepe. Oh.
Oh, the love.
Oh, the things I do for my niche king. No.
Reminds me of Courage the Cowardly Dog. The things I do love. I really want to do a one-shot of Courage, but I don't really know if there are enough people who would play in that. Let's do a fake core.
Not accelerated, actual core, fake core.
Yeah, of course. I'd actually prefer fake core. I only did Fate Accelerated because it was easy, because I was introducing people to Round Robin and Fate.
Oh, okay.
Famous for the wicked.
Yeah, sound like somebody making bacon.
Money don't grow on trees.
Yeah,
Got
bills to
miles
pay.
to pay. I got miles to feed, and ain't nothing in the world for free. Can't hold back.
No, there is something in the world for free. It's called haters. Haters is completely free.
Nah, haters, they cost. Oh, they cost.
What are you talking about? I didn't pay anything for haters. I only got haters. Hater aid. All the time.
I was trying to throw salt up in Chepe's game. Need to come with some Tabasco or something. Spicing it up. I don't know. I'm just talking on my ass right now.
Yeah, we don't know what's going on. But, something is going on. We may not entirely know exactly what is, but it's going on.
Crap, there's two people. If I end up using that as wrong gate, then I have to put that on the blog and then credit you, and then also need to put. I forgot to put Robert. I need like a credits page on the Rowan Gate blog.
Yo, look how elite Chepe is. He needs a credits page. All
Yeah.
credits.
People
credit.
see, he's got people working for him and stuff.
Yeah, I know. That's what happens when you got people working. You can't take all the credit, you know. You gotta credit your development team. You know what I'm saying? That's what's going on. You know. Gotta keep it real.
No need for that. If it's gonna be a big deal, that's fine. Everybody knows. Everybody knows it needs to know anyway.
I mean, if it's gonna be a big deal, you're gonna make a big deal about it.
It was a gift.
It was appreciated. It looks great.
Yeah, it's a what do you call that? Common whatever.
Commonwealth.
There you go. Welfare, Commonwealth,
The
whatever.
update, yeah. Look, I just mashed the continents together.
There we go.
Creative
Almost ready.
Commons.
Creative Commons, yeah, there you go.
Well, everything I've been using, I don't own anyway. So
There you go. It don't matter. Who cares? People shouldn't make stuff. They don't want people to steal it.
Wow, that is, yeah, man. You apparently never sold a piece of art before, I guess.
Let's
Damn.
give it away, man. Let's give it away. Free love, baby.
You know what? If I could survive that way, I would definitely do that.
It's all about the karma, man. What you gonna do when you die? You be like charging people for paint and shit. Give it away.
I mean, yo, if I could get like Photoshop for free and computers for free and tablets for free, I would make. I mean, I'm already putting up free stuff on my thing, but that's not the point. I would just make every artwork thing I ever do forever free.
no, you should just do every artwork you do. Pay what you want. We'll see how it works. See if you can make a living.
Yeah, I should do that. But don't you need a site like for that? Like I can't make a map, put it on like drive-through and be like, hey, pay what you want. Drive-through gonna be like,
People
yeah,
do it
I
all the
want
time.
money. What
The
happened?
people that release things of like an eighth of the quality you do all the time. They charge like $3 for it, like a single map.
Yeah, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
for real? That is
Look,
sucky.
You just need a decent PDF, and that's pretty much it.
you could
That's
put it
like-
on there, and I think you get. Yeah. I don't know. I don't think it costs anything. I mean, they're gonna want their money for sure, but I don't think it's that much.
40%.
Like what you said, $3 for one map?
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stupid stuff. People don't buy it, obviously.
I wanna charge $3, but I'm making like 7 versions of a map, continent zoom ins. You know what I'm saying? Like I got the
People
map I
don't
was
actually-
working on.
People don't actually buy them because they're
That's
obviously
probably
bad
why.
deals. Yeah,
Probably why. What the
they're
hell?
poorly priced and they're not nearly the quality you've been doing.
God.
See, you done messed up now, Chappie.
I
Why?
always underprice myself. This is
That's
crazy.
gonna be.
No, just do everything, pay what you want. You'll probably get some money
Yeah.
from it.
It's probably the
Yeah.
best way to do it. That way I could just relax and be like,
You
yo.
pay what you want. That way I can put 0, 0, 0.
Yeah, that's wrong, son. That's wrong.
Nah, but there people that do that.
Yeah.
I bought a bunch of PDFs around tax. No, for real though. Around tax time. And some of them were pay what you want. I gave them some money. I was like, fuck, I'll give you some.
I did 000 with Fate at first until I actually got something out of it. Then I gave some money.
Man, I need that. I need the hard back of that. See? That's what I'm talking about.
There isn't a hard back of.
Yeah, there is.
No, it's not.
Mm-hmm.
The hard cover.
Yeah.
That was a soft cover.
They do have a soft cover. Then they got the big deluxe fancy hardcover one.
I thought they didn't. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking Savage Worlds.
Oh yeah. I
Still
think they
like
even
that.
had that. They used to have
They used to have it, but it's
What's wrong with the soft cover? The soft cover is pretty good.
Yeah, I know, but
I like the soft cover. I actually prefer soft cover books.
do you?
Mm-hmm.
That's because you soft, Chepe.
I have so.
Oh man, that's so wrong. I'm sorry, man.
Sensitive dude.
You set yourself up for that. You know what I'm saying?
Like
You
my
set yourself up for
psoriasis.
don't be talking crap about psoriasis. You know that's not. I'm sensitive
Since
about
my psoriasis is sexy.
Oh man.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom. Shoot him.
Shoot 'em.
Right in the face.
it.
Are you making reference to the Luchador game?
To what?
You said churros, so I was like, is he making reference to the Luchador game, or where you like had to rescue a
I kind of was.
goat
I,
named
I
Churro?
like how you caught that. Hey. Uh.
All I'm saying is you're horrible at beatboxing.
I am. I am.
Ooh.
My skills with my mouth aren't as practiced as.
Remember, if you're watching and you're a girl, just remember that.
See, yeah, Chepe is really good at pressing his lips together and parting them, which is what beatboxing entails. We're live. No, you know what? Keep it at least PG-13. They curse. We didn't do like 27 curses yet, right? Like we're allowed to say the F word like 27 times in a PG-13 movie, aren't we? Something like that.
That sounds like a good number.
Yeah, that sounds like a good number. We only said it like 22 or something.
They do like they do some cursing on
So,
regular.
if you haven't figured out right now, parental discretion is advised for this hangout.
Yeah.
Not safe for work and all that, because we got to put those disclaimers up on it. All right, Chepe. See where the map is at right now? Like, what else you got for this Rolling Gate place?
Let me look real quick. I'm finishing something on my map.
Oh, all right. You're actually working on a map. That's cool.
Everybody, man, look, your boy over here ain't said nothing the whole time. He probably got a tight ass map.
Yeah,
Right.
he is. I saw it. I've been looking in and out. He's been doing an awesome job. That emboss is sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, you want some embossing? Good God, man.
No, I don't. No, I don't want any. I don't care.
No.
Oh, look at that land bridge. What?
Oh, that's fine. That's perfect. I can actually work with that. Just don't touch that area.
But what else? Like, is there anything else, or?
No, there's nothing else really established other than the fact that there's 4 corners. So maybe if you want to add another landmass like that goes out towards southeast, that's connected to the overall continent.
No,
Then that would work.
another landmass. Another
If you
landmass.
wanted to.
Actually, this is pretty cool because since my whole Google Hangouts Photoshop thing isn't working correctly,
Mhm.
at least now this proves I'm actually doing a map. Yeah, I'm uploading a pre-rendered picture that took me forever because I only want to pretend that I'm going fast for you haters out there, haha. Nah, but
Uh-huh.
that continent is too big. Should I keep that right there? That's way too small, but that might work well for a beginning continent. Nah. Let's throw some shape dynamics on this brush because I just love shape dynamics. Because I like to make things random when I don't really know what I want, and I don't really know what I want.
Here we go.
What, you like things random? What?
Yeah.
Because you just like, yeah, let's put a continent. Let's have another continent over there somewhere. So, all right, whatever.
Not another continent, another landmass connected to the overall continent. Like a peninsula or something.
A large peninsula or a not so large peninsula?
Either one. Just to give it like a 4 corners look.
All right. So this one is not that large. Should I even populate it? Like,
Yeah,
fine, why not? Since you don't know what's going on, now I can take some creative liberties.
Yeah, please do. It's your map.
Somebody's getting a haircut.
Yeah, right.
Oh, you mean that noise? The time machine?
Yeah. They don't never. Y'all. They don't never use the oven over there. It's always a
It's
microwave.
a microwave.
Wow. Who never uses the oven over where?
Chepe.
That noise is the microwave.
That something like.
I call it the time machine.
Or it just sounds like that, or somebody's getting a tattoo. One or the other.
It's probably about as painful. As much radiation as he's getting right now. My accent's been changing for some reason.
Your AdSense?
My accents.
Your accent?
My accents.
His abstinence has been changing. What?
It's
That's exactly what I said.
Alright, cool.
Yeah,
something,
you know,
wrong, something wrong sounding about that right there.
See, I just like to switch what I like to keep out of the life, just because. Yeah.
What do you mean keep out of the life? You sound like somebody that's been has done a bit, you know what I mean?
Sound like an MMA fighter after an interview, after a match? During an interview after a match? Oh.
Yo, are you trying to talk crap about MMA fighters? Yo, anybody that does MMA, Chepe's talking crap about y'all.
No, but like if you see them
Why
like
can't you
after a
back
heavyweight
up?
match during that interview, they're all black jawed.
Yo, Chepe, have you ever been in a fight before?
Causes brain damage. That's what I was getting at. That was the joke I was getting at.
Yo, now he's calling him brain damage. Chepe, you are so insensitive, man.
I'm horrible.
Why you want to talk about them fighters like that?
Nah, it's not even right. Like, the brain damage, you don't understand what we go through. You know, it's just...
Poor fighters, they can't defend themselves.
Yeah, I know.
Have you ever seen them MMA fighters on, like, Fight Science or whatever? They will literally kill you in a single punch, and that's what they deal with. So, you know, if they get a little slack-jawed after a fight, it ain't just because of brain damage. One, they probably can't breathe because those rounds are long as hell. You know, being a fight that get your ass beat that long, you'd be dead, Chepe. You
I
just
know.
like, that's it. I'm done with life. Stop hitting me.
I wasn't
I'm
saying
done.
I didn't understand why they were that way.
I
I was
quit.
making fun of the fact that that's what they sound like after an interview.
And then you're mocking them. That's so wrong. I can't believe how evil you are, Chepe. You are just straight. Yo, where on this map should I put a swamp? I want to put a swamp somewhere.
Right, just keep it away from the northwest.
Should I that whole continent to the? You know what? I'll just fucking save this thing and it'll update, right? So the southeast and that little sort of you know, inlay or whatever the hell it's called. My brain don't work right now.
Mhm.
That water coming in, I want to turn into just one big swampland, or not the whole thing, but some of it.
Cool.
Just put a swampland on that bitch.
The continent of Rowan Gate.
Swamp Thing, you make my heart ring. Boom, boom. That's the new Swamp Thing song. Dun, 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 dun. I'm like, you know, I don't know what you laughing about. That's that new hot. That's that new hot shit. Right?
Hey man, I'm just so happy I'm giddy.
I'm just saying, you know.
Sounds so good.
I mean, where you from, son? Like, for real.
From the hills.
From the hills. That's that Swamp Thing. That's that hilly song.
Brian, are you sure or Brian's Law, are you sure you're not supposed to be the one teaching this? Like,
You can call me Brian.
Brian's Law.
Yeah, word shit. I mean, this ain't about me teaching. This is me sharing what I know, but everybody share what they know. For people watching, you know, I don't know everything, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nobody's watching now.
You
just
know, yeah,
pretend
but
that he knows everything. No kidding.
oh, you know what? I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna email you a slap.
Email you.
Email me a
You a slap. It's gonna come in 2 to 3 business days.
It's the worst email service ever.
It is. It
What is
is.
he, Amazon or something?
AOL.
Hey, well.
Still using dial-up. You know. nigga Chepe wants a bevel, but he's afraid to ask for it. Every time I ask, no, no.
Put that bevel. Bevel that shit. You know you want to.
Man,
That's
fuck
all you've
that.
been messing with.
That's all I've been messing with. Oh, really? All right.
No, that's what you showed right on your
Yeah,
thing today.
I know, I know. Damn,
That's
man.
that's that
Heart.
what you call it?
Taking that, you be taking it to heart, son.
That,
Jeez, man.
that's that bevel level.
It's
That
that bevel level right there. That's that bevel level. That bevel love.
genius level bevel. Yeah.
A genius level bevel. Yeah, what was up with that? I don't understand. I don't understand. What is it? Is it? I don't know. I don't know, Mr. Yarl DM.
Oh, I think he was trying to say that's a simplistic.
You know, we can't all just draw everything. Some of us, don't have tablets. I'm just saying,
Is
you
Lloyd
gotta.
talking smack in the comments or something?
Nah. It was earlier, and we're just. He will. He will. He'll see this, and he will. Especially after this.
Posers.
Especially after this. You're gonna get Phil up in this, and I'm just gonna get posied right there.
Well, he is mapped sand dragons. You mentioned him an awful lot. Fallen in love.
Yeah, after that maid game, seeing him with that long flowing locks and all,
Mm.
I just I just can't help myself. I have to press rewind constantly. That's how it is.
Over and over and over again.
Ain't no love like the love of one man to another. Saying, you don't gotta be hating. I'm just
There's no sport like jousting.
where's damn it. All right, let's I changed the file save name. Now it's bugging out.
By changing the name, or did you accidentally change the file type?
No, I changed the file name, but it didn't update because it was a different file name. So now I gotta reload it and screen share it again.
Ooh, Hangout sucks.
Yeah. So you see it now.
Still better than Skype.
All right. So you see where I put the
Yeah.
swamp, right?
Yeah, that's cool.
All right. Let me just go back to Lolo fellow shop and just play around being funny now. I'm just gonna be funny because I don't know what you want because you don't want nothing because it's all done.
Because the only thing I wanted was just that area for throwing and.
Boom boom. Psst. What skill you play?
I was trying to give you creative freedom, but you liked options.
Yeah, I do. So
Well, there you go.
I'm doing something else now.
All right.
Shut up. Shut up. Like, why you gotta keep talking? Oh my gosh. I just put all this crap in one folder so it's a little neater. And should I bust out my tablet? No, I'm not gonna bust out the tablet. We're gonna make things difficult for myself. What kind of mountain ranges you got? Stony mountain ranges? Yeah. Oh, Chepe's still there? No, Chepe's on mute.
Well, you said for me not to talk, so it's just like, I'm just.
You know what I just realized? This hangout was a really only an hour long. We've been doing this for quite some time. How long? Where's the YouTube thing so I can see how long we were actually doing this for? We got like 12 minutes before it hits that 2 hour mark.
Wow. Yeah, so it is. It's like 2 o'clock.
Hey, I don't know what you just said,
It's 2 in the morning here.
but that's not the right color.
Dang, so quiet.
Yeah, I know. I mean, if we're not like trolling each other, we don't got nothing to say apparently.
Pretty much.
Cause you know I can't be trolling Chepe the entire hangout. Like, come on. I mean, if I really didn't like him, probably, but after a while, trying to invent troll comments does get a little difficult.
Come on. I was waiting for one.
He's just waiting for the
I'm
next
just
troll
adjusting
comment.
the size because I want to get.
Oh, he's adjusting the size.
Yeah, just. Oh, but no, I'm.
Oh, you know what? You
Got
know
these
what I do?
landmasses finally done. It took you that long to make a map. It took me this long to outline the continents.
No wonder you get so like salty.
MS Paint.
Like the other night, we were just hanging out, and he's like, "Oh, he makes a map in like 2 minutes." He was all salty and everything, and I'm like, "What the?"
Now you know.
Now I can see why.
It's a lot of work for a lot less quality.
I mean, you could draw a map with a pen faster than that.
It's true, but I really like the finished product of an electronic map for like the continents.
Sure.
Because
what I'm gonna do, take this, scan it, then I'm gonna have to use the threshold and just mess up this whole thing.
See, now here's the thing. Look, I told you, dude. You don't have to mess with threshold. Well, you got it on white paper.
Yeah.
There needs to be a like a contrast thing that could help you.
Yeah,
without
I'm
having to
gonna
mess with
work with
threshold.
this more because I'm gonna do this one because I mean,
Like, I know there's a way, but it's been years since I touched the scanner, so I can't like tell you directly. But
I'm
there's
gonna mess
definitely
around. But yeah, because I wanna, like I said, I wanna do both. I wanna, put it in there, but then be able to use the other fun little tricks and stuff too, Because I don't know. I mean, and then I got this stupid blur thing. I even got my little compass down there.
you need a continent name.
On that side I got my little banner.
what? Nice.
Got my little compass. Here we got my little monster at the top in the water.
Yo,
I'm done.
oh yeah, you are, man.
But I'm not done because I like to put it on there, get it all nice and colored and
Pretty
everything.
certain the Dungeon Fantasy World character or world generator is better than my maps. It doesn't take 2 seconds.
But you didn't. But it's personalized,
What are you talking about? I missed that. I heard continent generator. A random continent generator?
Yeah,
Man, I like them.
I love Dungeon.
I like the maps. I mean the maps, the mountains and trees and stuff on it. Brush sheet by star, whatever. I'm gonna make I'm gonna do an old school hex.
Should be the name of this.
What should be the name of that?
I don't even know what the themes I want to go with this one.
Painting with a mouse is annoying.
Yes, I agree.
But I'm feeling your pain, solidarity and all. I'm going through it.
Grimdall?
I don't need to, but I am. So when I tell you I feel you, you know I ain't bullshitting. Trying to paint these mountains a little bit, and it's like, that hurts my hand.
Google breaking news.
Breaking news, my hand hurts. Oh gosh. I'm just being sloppy, but it'll work out. Then I got to do the entire other Martin range. I just forgot about. It would be easier if I just zoomed all the way out and then did it in like big, huge strokes. But I'm like, I don't know. I'm like a stickler. I always got to paint zoomed in. It never got over that.
See it better.
Yeah, you do see it better. But the thing is that most files that are at a actually most default resolutions are at 72 dpi, and the print size is usually at 300 dpi, or at
Hmm.
least the max print on a printer. So you're losing that much detail. You know, if I'm right now I'm painting at 100 dpi, so it's going to be a little bit blurred anyway once it prints out on a piece of paper. You
Right.
know, it's going to be 3 times as it is now, 3 times blurred. So it's a lot of extra work for almost no real detailed payoff. So I could be doing it from a further distance, giving myself left.
Right.
But I don't know. I'm having fun, which is the main thing.
That's
Chepe, let me know if my map updates.
It does. You now have Gray Mountains.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
You know, that's what you want, right? You want some gray mountains? I'll put some blues in there. Because, you know, I don't know why, but gray, blue shadows always look good on gray, right?
Oh, I'm not Archie. Look
yeah.
at this map. That sucks, man. You saw what I did.
I was asking artists, Chepe. Look, I came up with one. Oh, you're waiting for it, right, Rob? You're waiting for it. Ask and ye shall receive, buddy.
I was expecting Chepe on this one, on that one, but
Oh, okay, all right. Well,
he wasn't. He did it though. He ain't artsy.
Artsy. Where did that term ever? Yeah, you're artsy. You're not an artist. You're artsy. I'm like, whatever. I'm not an artist. I am a creator, because that's what I do, bitch. Create. It don't matter what it is. Some digital maps, done. Hand-drawn maps, done. You want to paint? Done. Dungeons? What? You want me to make a map of it, or you want me to build it in 3D? Because I can do it. Done.
Done.
Done. That's what a lot of us do. So, you know, that's why I love RPGs so much, because you get to consolidate all your skills in one place.
Yep.
You write? Yeah, make an RPG. You draw? Yep, draw a character. To draw a map. Draw a dungeon. Still, you know, after you're done drawing, you want to write for it? You're a writer, right? Well, there you go. All in nice little package. Package deal right here.
Do you want to? What do you think about this method, by the way? Do you see see what I did right here?
Hold on.
So in order to make this look half decent, I basically shaded over with a dark gray and a light gray, and then blended them together with the charcoal thing, the smear effect.
Well, you don't need to go through the smear effect. You just need a better eye for like values, like the different variations of gray. Just take smaller steps, and you can do it. You can see the delineations between the gray, but that's not always a big deal. Like, you don't have to stress out about it, because you
That's
get
what
the
I'm
sense
doing
of
now.
depth. You're doing it the hard way, dude.
What's the easy way?
Just fill that in. Like, fill your continent in with whatever color you're gonna do it, right? In MS Paint, it's usually better Now, Chris Manning is his name, by the way. He does some awesome. Go to the consortium and look at the pictures he posted. He posted those doing it with MS Paint, so he's really, really good
Yeah,
with
they
MS
were
Paint.
awesome.
Okay, so he'll be a better source of information. But if I'm correct, it's better not to draw with black and MS Paint, but to actually draw with the colors that you intend it to be in the final stage. Because to go over it and then have to paint pixel by pixel or mess with the options in MS Paint, they're not as intuitive as like Photoshop. So it's a little bit more taxing. So it's better to just, ooh, yeah, thanks. All for me? Oh, cool. Thank you. I'm gonna tear this up. Thank you very much.
Food.
Yeah, that's why I muted myself so you don't have to hear me chew.
Sound like a walrus.
Cuckoo, ka-choo.
Cuckoo, ka-choo. So you have to go over every little shindig.
Well, you know, that's what poor people gotta do.
Not really. I'm actually going over lines myself. But I don't know, Chepe. I think it's Are you passionate about making maps? Do you like seriously enjoy making maps, or is it more of like you really want a map to go with your land?
Depends on what we're talking about.
Making maps.
I enjoy making maps, but whenever it's like with Aquika, I just use Null Inquisitor's map, and with Rongate, I'm just gonna use your map. Like I don't enjoy it that much that I would go through all the trouble. Like if I'm not skilled enough to get what I intend to from the start, it would basically me just making a map and developing a world from it. If that makes sense.
Okay.
So I'm in between.
All right. Because I go over lines. Like right now, I don't really need to be messing with a mouse, but I do it anyway because I enjoy making maps. I enjoy doing this. It's a little bit, sometimes a little bit tedious to get the right details that you want. But I enjoy it. It's relaxing, meditative. Like I usually used to do tattoos. Just draw tattoo designs, abstract tattoo designs, abstract art. But I
I
can
used to do
actually use them.
translations for tattoos.
What happened?
I used to do translations for other tattoos because people learn that I studied some dead languages, and they're like, "Could you do this for this tattoo?"
Did you ever give them the wrong words? Please tell me.
No, I didn't.
Stop being so mischievous, Mr. Ogre.
I know. It's like
Little Rob ain't as mischievous as you.
That's the that's the know when it gets worse coming out. Sorry.
That's Rob's greatest contribution to my GMing style. No one thinks get worse.
I know. I don't really use it that often, just when it makes sense, which is usually all the time.
I don't use it that often, just always. Yeah, I feel you there. I understand. I don't even know what I'm talking about, but I understand. Oh, there go those mountains. Much less mountains, much easier to do. Ooh, ah, 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 ah. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ooh ee ah ooh ah ah. Ting tang, walla walla bing bang. Ugh! Yeah, this hangout is great. Epic. It's epic.
So entertaining.
It really is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys are so informative. I end up just doing the same kind of mapping I always do. Yeah.
You know what? We need to like open up a question thing, but I have no idea how to do that. Like add a chat box and whatever.
How do you do that?
You know.
Yeah, that would be
So that'd be cool.
yeah. I'm gonna figure out how to do that. Just for hangouts in general.
Yeah. Yeah, and just always would be awesome. But something like this would be nice. Like taking making maps, taking like requests, basically like what I'm doing with Chepe, but to an actual viewing public instead.
Yeah.
That would be great.
Are you insinuating that I do not count as an actual viewing public?
No, because you're in the hangout.
You're a participant.
Yeah, exactly. Use is what we calls a participatins.
Yeah. Look at your boy over here.
Yeah.
So I end up coming up with a name for this place.
Shiatma.
Yapma.
Yeah. That could be pronounced so wrong.
Oh shit.
The poor locals call it the land of shit. You know, cause you know they're poor. They're not very proud of where they came from. They're like, yo, I'm just trying to get into this military, to get into the Navy, so I can get up out of here. That's really all I want to do, like for reals.
Shiatma is going to be a combination of the Sudahara, like the setting I was going to do for that other one shot you did the thing for, that ended up tanking.
God.
And then the Shenraza, which was Japanese and Tibetan world combined.
I am really like fighting the need to go on my tablet,
Yes.
painting all these little trees. It's getting
Mr.
to me.
Happy Tree.
Yeah, these trees are happy. I'm not though.
Sadist trees. That needs to be a thing,
What?
like a sadist tree.
Do it.
Do it.
In your next game.
Yes.
There's an encounter I made for the sorcerer's testing one shot that I really wanted to test out.
The sadist tree is not actually a tree. It's a man pinned up to a tree.
I already did that off that Conan the Barbarian knockoff that Emerald Swim did.
Oh God, my head hurts.
Say it is true. Jeez.
They are very.
Making a dungeon run?
Yeah. I finished my map. Shit, I don't know if I was slow.
If I had my tablet, well, I have my tablet, but if I used my tablet, I would have still had the power of the pen, like you do, basically, you know?
Yeah, I know. I'm telling you, dude. If I had a tablet like that, I would be using it.
Yeah.
But I don't.
Solidarity. So,
Yeah. That'd be like the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
I get it.
It really is, man.
I know. I'm not hating. I'm just Dealing with what I got. That's how you do.
Don't hate, regulate.
That's it. Don't hate, participate.
Yeah, that too.
So I'm gonna start a Patreon tomorrow. Buy me a Wacom.
We should all start Patreons. I mean, Lloyd already has one, right?
I don't know.
We all need it. Everybody in the one shot group needs a Patreon. Everybody in the brigade. Nah, fuck that. There you go.
Chepe needs one for sure. Get his ass a computer.
Yeah, yeah. Somebody just got called.
Are we still on air?
Somebody, are we? Yeah, we are. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we've been playing around too much. Chepe don't want to be on air no more because he's getting a little camera shy. He can only occupy but so long being viewed. So until next time, bye.
Bye.
Say bye, Chepe. Damn.
Adios, folks. Yeah.